What's up, YouTube? This is Lars with LA Strength, and today I want to talk about GPP with you. GPP, or General Physical Preparedness, is a term that defines your degree or level of fitness. More importantly, how physically fit are you may define, how well you can recover from your workouts and how much volume you can handle. And as you may know, volume is very important when it comes to training. Volume accounts for, getting the work done that you need, whether it's to grow muscle or get stronger. Basically, the more volume you can handle, the bigger and the stronger you can get faster. So how can you raise that? How can you make yourself handle a higher amount of volume? Because a lot of people, are very conscious about overtraining. They don't want to do extra work. They think that the less you do, the better. This is true in some circumstances. However, you need to be able to train yourself to be able to handle a high work capacity. Basically, you need to create a high amount of work capacity for yourself. So that way you can handle more volume, thus get bigger, stronger, faster. How can you do this? Okay, well, raising your GPP is all about creating special workouts outside of a main workout. And these special workouts, for one, they can't be very long. 15 to 30 minutes will be optimal, so that way you're not overexhausting your body and you're not interrupting your recovery process. Two, they should be done around 12 to 24 hours after or in between main workouts. A well-designed GPP workout should not only increase your strength or bring out a lagging muscle group, but should also increase your recovery in your routine. So how is this? A lot of people may question, you're trying to tell me that in order for me to not overtrain, I need to work out more. Yes, but not necessarily. One of the biggest causes of overtraining is doing too much work in one session. Let's say, for example, you're in the gym for 3 hours. That's ridiculous. Some people can do it, but they can do it because they are very physically fit. How do you get to that level if you are already, if you can't handle working out for an hour? Well, do separate workouts after or in between your main workouts. What this is going to do is you're training in a state at which you are already more recovered. So you're adding in extra volume in between these workouts, which in turn is going to make you in better shape. And along the road, you'll find that you are able to start working out for longer periods of time without feeling fatigued or exhausted. Because for most people, on average, after working out intensely for about 45 minutes to an hour, that's when your body is going to start to drop off, or that's when you start to feel exhausted and fatigued. So after that, you really should focus more on recovery and ending your workout. But you can train yourself to be able to work out harder and longer. And that's what GPP is all about. It's all about raising your work capacity, raising the amount of work that you are able to do. And that is going to help you, as I said before, get bigger, stronger, faster. So, GPP and, creating special workouts you definitely could say that they're geared toward increasing restoration, if anything. Part of increasing your restoration is being able to recover from more. You're training your body to do more work and actually be able to recover from it. So how many methods of restoration are there? Well, there's small workouts are going to be the most common. These are going to include, whether your main focus is to strengthen or bring out a lagging muscle group. It could be flexibility, it could be hypertrophy, whatever, pretty much your imagination is the limit. Other forms of restoration are going to be therapeutic, like Epsom salt baths or ice baths, anything that can speed up your recovery in between workouts. Also, maybe nutritional, are you getting enough protein into your diet? Are you eating are you eating enough, fats and carbohydrates to recover in between your workouts, or are they working for you? Also, there's, of course, anabolic methods of restoration, which, if you are a natural drug-free lifter, then this does not apply to you. But many professionals in powerlifting that do not compete in drug-free federations, on top of all the other methods of recovery that I stated, they also use anabolic methods. This is going to include the use of anabolic steroids, such as synthetic types of testosterone or growth hormone, or even SARMs, which a lot of people are using nowadays. All of those contribute to methods of restoration. And let's go back to, say, for example, you're a drug-free lifter. Some of the best ways are going to be to, designing extra workouts outside your routine that are going to bring out lagging muscle groups, especially if you're a power lifter. For example, if in your squat, your hips rise up and your knees cave in, I can definitely tell you have weak hips, and that's what you need to work on. You need to design extra workouts after your main workouts to help strengthen your hips and bring out that lagging muscle group, so that way you'll see a definite effect on your squat, the next time you max out, which is going to bring up your squat, which is what you want, obviously. So that really wraps it up for this video. Before I get off, I'll go ahead and share my personal experience with utilizing special workouts to increase my GPP. My favorite thing to do was do a lot of sled work. More specifically, for my deadlift and my squat, I noticed my problem was my hips would rise up on both of them, and this pretty much tells me that my hamstrings are weak because my hips couldn't stay down. My hamstrings were not pulling my hips down as I lift. So what I started doing is I started targeting my hamstrings with sled drags or sled pulls, as you would. I would attach my lifting belt to my waist, and behind the belt I would attach the sled, and I would do these long, powerful strides for marches for about 6 to 8 sets of 200 feet. And I would start off with a light weight, and I would increase the weight and then back off, kind of like in a wave, or like as you would say, a pendulum wave. So anyway, after 9 weeks of utilizing sled pulls, I went from having a max of a 520-pound deadlift, and at the end of that 9 weeks, I pulled 545, but it was at a 2-inch deficit. So even after, I still don't know what my real deadlift was, but I would think that after a 2-inch deficit, it obviously would have been a little higher, probably like 550 or 555. So that right there, that really exposed to me how effective doing special workouts outside of your main workouts can be for increasing your restoration and increasing your work capacity. It directly affected my strength and my deadlift. Alright, so anyway, that wraps it up for this video. If you liked it, comment, like, subscribe, and I will try to make more videos for y'all. And definitely, if y'all have any critique for me, I'm new to YouTube, so I welcome any kind of critique you have to offer to help me do better at providing you with good videos and good information. All right, well, peace out.